Warm, whimsical, good column.
Thank you, Uncle Matt. Hope you don't mind me coming in here, but I sort of wanted to look up something, nothing special. No, that's not quite true. I sort of wanted to see the files on Elliot Carson's trial.
Why?
Well, I met him this morning, and I liked him. I liked him very much.
It's not a very pretty story.
No, I didn't think it would be.
Allison, I know that imagination of yours. If you've decided that Elliot Carson is some kind of tragic hero...
No, I haven't decided anything. I just want to know the truth.
Why won't you accept him as he is?
Because what he was is part of what he is.
And you still want to pry?
Well, I'll ask his permission if you think I'm being unfair.
All right. Go ahead.
Thank you, Uncle Matt.
Feels good, doesn't it, son? Good day's work.
Yes, it does.
We might have a little celebration. Go to the room, wash up, then go to the inn for dinner.
That's pretty frivolous for a couple of old New Englanders.
Get your coat. I'll close up.
Well, we were going to look at the books.
That can wait for morning.
Well, I'd kind of like to know where we stand.
I guess you have the right. Simple bookkeeping won't take long to get the picture.
Is this an average month?
Well, summer's the good time. You know that. Business picks up.
How much?
A lot more boats then.
How much, Dad?
Chandlery's no gold mine, son. You know that.
You told the parole board that you netted $8,000 a year.
I know.
Do you?
I don't often tell a lie. Elliot, this won't get you into trouble.
No, it won't get me into any trouble.
It's not a lot of money, I know, but enough for the two of us. We'll make do.
Yes, Dad, we'll make do, but I just wish you hadn't.
I wanted to be sure they'd let you come home.
Well, the two of us are going to have to live on this. But then, there are two of us working now. You know, I really haven't thanked you yet, have I?
What for?
For wanting me here.
Why should you thank me? I am your father.
And have I been a son? We'll make the place pay.
Season's a little slow now.
All right, then, we'll go slow. Let's close up. I'll buy you a dinner.
Well,
A good New England dinner. We've both been hungry for a long time.
You're not angry with me for lying about the business?
No, you did it for me.
You did it for me, too. Yes?
It's me, Mr. Carson, Mrs. Hewitt.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Carson. Elliot, I thought perhaps you might like a nice soft pillow. My granny used to say there's nothing like Gustav to give a body a good night's rest.
Well, that's very kind of you, Mrs. Hewitt, but I'm afraid I've grown accustomed to a hard bed.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Perhaps there's something else. I have a spare comforter.
And don't spoil me, Mrs. Hewitt. You'll never get rid of me.
Now, who's been putting ideas like that in your head? Has that old Mrs. Cook been saying things?
No, no one has said anything.
What about Mrs. Cook?
Now, if she's a mind to move out, I can't stop her.
Move out after all these years?
Oh, she's been a complaining nuisance. I told her just go and good riddance.
Why?
Well, she said it was you or her, Elliot.
I see. Well, I don't want to make trouble for you, Mrs. Hewitt.
Oh? And haven't you had enough of that? Martha Cook is just a spiteful old woman who never had children. The whole time my Nell was growing up, she just kept on me all the time to punish her, punish her, punish her. That's all I ever heard from her. You must remember my daughter, Nell. Of course, she was several years younger than you, but you all went to the same school together.
Nell Hewitt? Well, Oh, yes, I think I do. Didn't she have long red pigtails?
Yes.
And very pretty legs?
Oh, that's my Nell. You know, she and Liz, that's what we called your wife. Oh, they were very good friends. For a while. Oh, my, she was a lovely little thing. No one could blame any man for losing his head over her. I just want you to know that we don't all feel like Mrs. Cook does. There are some of us who know what your marriage must have been.
Mrs. Hewitt, please understand.
Oh, I do. I do understand. Why, even the best man can be provoked beyond endurance. You know, there are some girls who are just born to make trouble. And Liz was like that. She could drive a man to...
She's dead, Mrs. Hewitt. Don't slander her. If you want to know if I killed her, I didn't.
I wasn't accusing you, Mr. Elliot. I was only trying to tell you that there are folks who feel that she deserved what she got. Not that I'm one of them. I was brought up to forgive and...
Not forget. Well, thank you, Mrs. Hewitt, but I don't need forgiveness. I'm much obliged to you for your good intentions. If I become an inconvenience, I'll arrange to move.
Oh, Mr. Carson, you know I'd never put you out. My Nell and I, we think you've suffered enough. And even if you don't want me to, I'm going to try to make it up to you.
How long have you lived here in this house? 10 years?
You can't ask too much of people. It takes a little time.
Oh, how much time, Dad? How much time?
You're free now. You've got a job.
Oh, it won't be all over until I prove myself innocent.
You bring it all up again, it'll only make matters worse.
What makes you think so? Don't you think I'm innocent?
You're my son.
That's not what I asked you.
Elizabeth was a bad woman. You had a...
Don't you believe me?
Does it matter now?
You think I killed her? In all these years and your visits and your letters, I thought you believed me. I thought someone believed me. You thought I was a murderer? And all this time, you thought I'm a murderer?
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
They didn't send you up on my testimony. It was the Hanley kid's story.
Little Paul telling them what happened.
He saw you kill her.
He said he saw.
Are you in trouble?
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 No.
Are you married?
Mrs. Wagner, I need a job. Please, Rod, not tonight.
Why? I'll pick you up afterward.
Have you heard from Betty yet?
No.